You're watching.
You are watching.
You're watching.
You're watching.
You're watching.
Student Lounge.
Student Lounge.
Student Lounge.
You're watching Student Lounge.
You are watching Student Lounge.
Hey, this is Stephanie, and you're watching Student Lounge.
Oh boy.
So, what did you guys do this weekend?
Not a whole lot. I definitely watched some movies. Has anyone seen Van Wilder?
Love it.
Oh my gosh, that movie's so funny. It's with Ryan Reynolds, and he basically is going through college life, just kind of living his own life, going to parties, drinking, whole thing. Look at the dog. Man, how could you not love that dog right there? It reminds me of Animal House. Have you seen Animal House?
Oh my God, it's such a classic.
Have y'all seen Animal House?
Mm-hmm.
Animal House is so funny.
What's so funny about it?
It's like how Greek life is, right?
Getting wasted.
Getting wasted, having the girls. I think I might join Greek life.
So you think Greek life is all about partying, basically, is what you're saying here?
Actually, I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to Greek life, but from what I see on movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of stereotypes floating around about how Greeks are or aren't.
Well, actually, didn't y'all go out and talk to a few people this weekend about what they thought about Greek life and stuff?
We went out this weekend and we asked some students what they thought of when they heard the word Greek, and actually this is what some of them said.
Okay.
Name 3 words that come to mind when I say Greek society.
I think of parties, friendship, and just a good way to meet people, I guess.
Well, obviously fraternity, sorority, party, crazy parties, and I don't know. Goodness.
Party, fun, and fraternities.
Meetings. Let's see what else. Parties. And
Awesome. Fun and parties.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
No, it's pretty.
They didn't have much to say.
Pretty whack.
Is it
That's what
pretty
I think.
whack?
No, I think
y'all are part of
it's pretty
Greek.
whack. Actually, so I asked some Greeks here at UTC to come in and just fill us in on what Greeks actually do. It's not all about drinking and partying.
So, what do you guys actually do? What does your organization do? As far as philanthropy, or what do you guys get involved in?
What sorority are you in?
I'm a member of COMM, and our philanthropy is Make-A-Wish, which is an organization that grants wishes of terminally ill children. We do a lot just all throughout the year for Make-A-Wish. We've actually, since I've been in school here, I'm a senior, so I've been here, this is my 4th year, and since I've been here, we've granted 2 wishes, just our chapter here on UTC's campus. And we've had parties for the 2 children that we've granted the wishes for.
But now, what kind of party?
Oh, they're fun parties, they're little kids, so they bring their friends. We have, when we granted a wish for a girl and we sent her on a shopping spree, that's what she wanted to do. So we had a get-together at our sorority house, and we helped her make a scrapbook of her trip to the mall, and we played games with her and her friends and just stuff like that.
But there was no drinking?
No drinking at all.
Yeah.
So,
wow, that's so cool.
What about you?
I'm a member of Kappa Delta, and we have many philanthropies. We have Children's Advocacy Center and Girl Scouts of America, and also the Children's Hospital in Richmond, Virginia. And last semester we had a golf tournament, and it was to put money towards the Children's Advocacy Center, and we raised over $13,000.
I'm a Kappa Sigma. We have 2 main philanthropies. We do Prom of the Stars. It's an organization in Knoxville, which is a prom for mentally and physically handicapped people, and we participate in that every year and work that. And then in the spring we have our South Seas Week, which benefits Big Brothers Big Sisters of Chattanooga, which is a program that provides mentors to inner city kids.
That's cool. So, do y'all have parties like that?
We do have parties, yeah. I think everybody knows that we have parties, but that's not what we're all about. it's what most people see of us, sadly, but we do so much more.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think people see Greek life just like that? Do you think it's just because of media, like the movies and stuff?
Or do you think it's because you guys don't do a good enough job of portraying yourselves as the sort of fighting the stereotype, sort of? Do you think it's all everyone else's fault, or do you think it's partially your own fault because you allow yourself to be made into the stereotype?
I think it's both. I think it's the students that aren't Greek and then the students that are. The students that aren't Greek aren't going to come out to our philanthropy events. Very few people are going to be excited about driving to Knoxville for Prom of the Stars as opposed to a toga party. That's what people want to come to. But we do both events, and we do need to advertise our philanthropy more than we do our social scene.
That's actually one of my next questions is, what would you say the percentage is to the amount of time you spend doing philanthropy versus social events, like parties and stuff like that?
I think with us and most fraternities on campus, the percentage of time spent doing philanthropy is a lot lower, probably around 25%, and then social events probably around 75%.
Unfortunate.
I would say since we have the most philanthropies, we have like 4 or 5. So I would say that we spend most of our time doing philanthropy stuff.
Well, I think sororities and fraternities are different, obviously, because sororities can't. I mean, we can't have like parties like the fraternities do every weekend. As far as social events for us, we do have mixers with the fraternities, which some of the mixers we do include philanthropy in them. Last semester we did a mixer with Kappa Sigma actually, and we went bowling, and everybody brought Christmas presents for Toys for Tots, and that was like your admission to come bowling. So we turned something social into something good. So, and other social events, I mean, we have formals, we have date parties and stuff like that, but I would say we do more philanthropy than social as far as that.
What are some advantages and disadvantages of being in Greek?
Well, obviously I think disadvantage, I mean, people on the outside kind of, I mean, obviously kind of what this is about, people view you, your stereotype. It's easy for people to look at you and, you know, say the things that people have said. Advantages, I think, I mean, I've met people that I would have never met if I wouldn't have been Greek. I've gotten involved in other things on campus that I probably would have never gotten involved in had I not been Greek, just because we have more resources. I feel like we hear about more stuff on campus.
It's also great for networking.
Yeah.
Actually, what is the criteria for joining like a sorority fraternity, and do you guys see it as a form of paying for things?
Some of our criteria include, as you're coming in from high school, sometimes you have to have a certain GPA to enter a sorority fraternity, and to stay in that sorority fraternity you have to maintain a certain average. And I think that it's definitely not paying for friends, because you get so many opportunities that you could take, let's say, than someone that's not in Greek, because sorry.
You're fine.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, as far as the GPA sheet, you know, I think it does keep you accountable, like for your schoolwork and for your scholastic. The Greek average here on UTC's campus is higher than the overall student average. So, I mean, as far as that goes, I think that that's definitely.
Do you guys think that that's due to the fact? I mean, we've all seen in classes people who are in fraternities and sororities who will basically brag about the fact that they have so much access to old tests and old study guides and other people's notes, and it's basically cheating. And it's because it's not fair, because kids who can't afford to be in Greek don't have, you know, access to these old tests. It's not fair to people who can't afford to join your organizations. So do you think that your high scholastic achievement is due to the fact that you guys have these networks, you know, basically of people who've been in these classes before, and you guys have all these more resources that people who necessarily can't join or can't afford to join your organization? Do you think it's due to that?
I mean, maybe partly. I don't necessarily view that kind of stuff as cheating. I view it more as like a resource. I mean,
so you think looking at someone's old test that already has answers on it isn't cheating?
If you use it for a study resource, I mean, it's probably most likely not going to be the same test that you're going to get.
Most tests aren't.
So it's more of just kind of see like
study
how
tool.
it's used as a study tool is how I look at it.
But I mean, it's the same concept. If you have a friend that was in a class before you could easily look at your friend's old test. I mean, it's just that we have, I guess, more of an access because it's a bigger network. It's not just one friend or two friends that you have.